Okay, so Manchester City won, Wolves won. In before the game, if you'd have said that was the result, probably would have just been like, yeah, fair enough. Take a loss against Man City, move on. It is what it is. But after the game, it kind of feels a lot worse than that. Um, Obviously, there's two key talking points of the game. Before going into that, obviously we deserve to lose the game. Um, you know, it feels like the second time we've had under like 0.5 xg, but we deserve to lose the game. But I don't think anyone played bad. Jose Sarr had a really good game. I thought Connor Cody was great again. Kind of going under the radar this season, Connor Cody. I think he's actually been one of our better players. Roman Sace was solid. Kilman was great. Played the ball out of the back really well. Got into central areas a lot. Thought Semedo was fine. Thought Aitneri was pretty good as well. Had two back-to-back good performances now against Mo Salah and Raheem Sterling. He deserves credit for that. And I think he's starting to get that now. Thought all the midfield three did fine. They put in hard work, especially Ruben. And then obviously Adama couldn't really do anything. I don't think anyone can really slag off Adama Traore. And I'm one of his biggest critics, but I don't think he did anything really wrong. And obviously, let's start with the Jimenez one. For me, Jimenez, it was a blatant red. I don't get why some of our fans were even trying to justify it. No one did that with, when Keanu Herver made that mistake against Liverpool, everyone was just going in on him. And with Raul, I get everyone loves him, but it was so stupid. Like, I don't think the foul before was actually a yellow, to be honest, but John Moss booked, I think it was Rodri when Adama spun him on the halfway line, and then he booked Rodri, which I didn't even think was a yellow, to be honest. And it was one of those things where sometimes the referee books someone and then he feels like he needs to book every single foul, and he kind of got in a habit of it. And he kind of did that with Raul, but it was stupid from him. I'm not going to go in on him too much because I'm not really that sort of person. Plus, it's kind of just a reflex thing. Like, he probably just put his foot out and then realised, shit, I shouldn't have done that. But, Raul let the team down a bit today. I hope he doesn't come out and do some stupid apology like Keanu Herver did. No need for that. But that obviously got overshadowed by... honestly, when I was watching the game, I saw one replay of this and I was like, oh, it'll get overturned. I went downstairs, went to the toilet, got a drink, came back. And then Raheem Sterling had scored a penalty. And I was like, wait, what? They actually didn't overturn it. It reminded me of, do you remember when we played Southampton away? Like, I think it was like 2 years ago, and Johnny got taken out by like two Southampton players, and Darren England didn't give it. And then obviously VAR overturned it, and I think Jimenez scored a penalty. It was like one of them. I was like, there's no way that won't get overturned. It's fine. And it didn't. Don't even know where to start. It feels like Wolves are kind of getting this a lot. This happened against Man United with the Pogba and the Neves thing. I didn't think the Dele Alli penalty was particularly a penalty against Tottenham. It feels like we're getting really unlucky. Look, I'm not going to blame John Moss for this too much. I know people are going in on John Moss. Look, John Moss is... I don't think you should actually give this penalty because when you watch the replay, John Moss is really far away. But I understand why he gives it because his arm's up in the air. And I'm not going to lie, the first time I saw it without a replay, I thought it was a penalty. So I'm not going to blame John Moss for that. But Tim Spears tweeted this a few minutes ago, and they explained why they gave it. VAR, with use of multiple angles, did not see any clear evidence to change the referee's decision. I don't really know what that means. Like, clear evidence. Like, with offsides, it's either offside or it's not. With this, I get it's kind of a bit dubious, but they say they didn't have clear enough evidence. They had clear evidence. They watched the replay so many times. And when you watch the replay that many times, odds are it's because you're not sure about the decision, if you get what I mean. Like, if they had only watched it once, they'd go, oh, okay, it was clearly a handball, move on. And I think it's just because of where João Moutinho's hand is. But it's irrelevant of where João Moutinho's hand is if it doesn't touch his hand. Like, his hand could be down over here, it could be up there. It doesn't matter where João Moutinho's hand is. If it doesn't touch his hand, you can't punish him for his hand being in the air. It's not illegal to have your hand in an unnatural position. You can run around with your hands waving up in the air for the whole game if you want to. You're entitled to do that. He could have both his hands up and running around like one of them wacky tube man people. He could do that if he wants to. It's as long as it doesn't touch his hand, it doesn't matter. And it's... Look, I'm not one of those people that goes in on refs. To be honest, I don't really see the point. But it's not big club bias. But it's, if that was at Molineux and it was the other way around, would it have got given? Probably. And it's just annoying because John Moss could... I don't get why they didn't let John Moss have a go at this. The fact that they took so long to look at multiple replays of this one thing, to me, that says they're not sure about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just annoying because, look, did we deserve to win the game? No, we didn't. That was a completely fair scoreline of the game. We sat back, like we did against Liverpool, and we tried to get a point. That's fine, by the way. I'm not slagging off the team for that. That's what we did. And even if this didn't happen, we probably would have lost anyway. So I'm not too bothered about the result, because I thought we were going to lose this game anyway. Man City are the best side in Europe for me. And I thought we actually defended really well. I thought that back five especially deserves a lot of credit. Bruno Lage has turned us into like an elite defensive side, albeit we're awful going forward. 1 goal in 6 games now is a bit concerning, but he's doing well with that defence. He deserves credit, but it just feels, it's just a bit of a sour taste in the mouth when you see that picture. And look, a point's not going to change our whole season, but it could do at the end. You know, we could miss out on Conference League or Europa or top 10 or whatever on a point, and that's what's cost us. And yeah, that hurts. But look, we'll move on. Brighton's coming up next, and obviously Raul Jimenez won't be able to play. I'd love to see Fabio Silva play against Brighton. I know he didn't come on in this game, and I understand why. I hope Fabio Silva gets a chance against Brighton. Brighton have got 3 centre-backs injured for that game. They're on a terrible run of form. They've got some suspensions. I want Fabio Silva to get a game. We bought Fabio Silva for this reason. If Raul Jimenez gets injured or suspended, we bought him to have a number 9. If Fabio Silva comes in against Brighton, he's terrible, loan him out and bring in Kiefer Moore or whoever the hell you want to bring in. Fabio Silva deserves a shot against Brighton, and I hope he gets that. He deserves that. He's waited his time. Raul Jimenez has done something stupid. And if Raul Jimenez comes in against Brighton and scores a couple of goals, then Jimenez can stay on the bench. I don't care how good he is or how good his documentary was or how much money he's on. Give Fabio Silva a chance. I'll be annoyed at Bruno Lage if he doesn't give Fabio Silva a chance. I hope he gets a chance against Brighton. And that's where our kind of season starts. We've got the 2 hardest fixtures of the season out of the way, and we've played really well in both of them defensively and got a bit unlucky. Now we can kick on. We've got Watford, Chelsea are a bit out of form, and Brighton have got loads of injuries. So disappointing. This decision's a joke. The explanation for it's a joke, but hey, we'll move on. It is what it is. You get screwed over in football sometimes, and you just kind of have to accept it when you support a club that aren't like a big 6 side, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that image out of my head for a while. But if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Try not to let it get your mood down too much. It is what it is. It's just football, isn't it? But yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, peace.